If you're tired of small airplane seats, then you need to watch this video. Two incredible travel bloggers that I know were recently featured in this article, and the FAA is now soliciting public comments on if airplane seats are too small. Let's talk about it. For the next 90 days, the FAA is going to be soliciting comments from the public on whether or not the seats are too small on airplanes. They are trying to set a minimum required seating standard for airplanes, and you should go ahead and submit a comment. In this article, it mentions that only 20% of people are currently able to fit in a standard airplane seat. So we definitely need to come together, submit comments, and make a change. I'm encouraging all plus-size travelers to click the link in my bio and submit a comment now so that we can see a real change made when it comes to airplane seats. If you decide to submit a comment, keep in mind that they're actually looking for comments about safety versus comfort. And stick around because I'm going to make a part 2 to this video.
Go on a diet, you fat.
Whoa, sir. Relax. Calm down. Relax. Wow. Calling people names out the window of your vehicle isn't going to solve anything. Just relax. Anyway, we're back. Oh, by the way, I'm 6'4". My brother's 6'8". We're not trying to get the airplanes restructured for our comfort. These people complain about everything. Anyway, we're back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Now, today, we're all going to learn something about ourselves that you probably weren't aware of. If you would ever refuse to date someone that is morbidly obese, it does mean that you are, I'm sorry to say it, you are fat phobic. I know. You probably didn't think you were, but you are. You are. And you're going to learn exactly why that is in today's episode of Plus Size TikTok Fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
That guy's got a serious weight problem. Go home, start exercising.
That's not bad advice for some of the people that we're going to see today. Anyway, what do I know, right? Thank you guys so much for coming back. So, as I said, today we're going to learn a very, very valuable lesson as to why any of us that will not date someone that is morbidly obese makes us fat phobic. It does. It's just like we hear in the woke TikTok videos of if we don't want to date a trans person, we're transphobic. I mean, is there some merit to it? We'll find out. If you're wondering what's going on the screen here, I have no idea. I don't know what we're looking at. Man, woman, I don't know. The little thing down below said, I don't know. It says new mask style is what is happening? New mask style is a little small. You think it's a little small. New mask style is a little small, but really great for seal and not fogging glasses. Oh, good. That's what you should be worried about more than anything is the mask. Yeah, definitely worry about your mask. Nothing else. That's fine.
I've got more sins than a Chinese phone book.
Unbelievable. These people that are worried about their masks and their 25 boosters and all this other stuff. It should be the least of your worries right now. All right, whatever. All right. All right, let's hear why if we don't want to date somebody that's morbidly obese, we're phobes. Roll the film, please.
If your preference excludes an entire marginalized group, including fat people, it's not a preference, it's bigotry. I don't care if you're respectful to my face. A fat-phobic bigot is still a bigot.
Holy cow.
Wow, so now what this person just said is that fat people are now a marginalized group. That term marginalized group to me is just more woke nonsense. Everything's a marginalized group. But now fat people are a marginalized group. I thought marginalized had to do with like immutable characteristics that you couldn't control, things you were born. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. All this wokeism's making me crazy, but whatever. I'm trying to make sense of the nonsensical. Keep it moving. I have a feeling whatever we're looking at here is going to be coming up out of that pool, so brace yourselves. Roll it, please.
Raise your hand if you love fat women who wear teeny tiny bikinis, love to show their bodies, and give you just a little extra wiggle for your jiggle. Hello!
Oh my God, look at that whale.
All right, we got a couple of a couple clips thrown together here, a little compilation put together by this YouTube channel called Funty Times. She does deep dives on this body positivity movement, fat liberation movement, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to watch a couple of these strewn together here. She looks like she wants to say something so important, and it's just the complete opposite of that. Roll the film, please.
Or like a lot of times people will be like, oh, well, I don't want a fat person as a romantic partner because they can't like do adventures and activities.
And here's the thing, it'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities. Please say.
It's like, actually, no, you don't want a disabled person because they can't do activities.
So many activities.
You don't want a fat person because you're fat phobic.
Jay's controversial fat take time. Fewer what I eat in a day videos with a very look how healthy I am, look how normal my portions are subtext. More, you can eat whatever you want and calories are made up. Less using ableism and healthism to defend against fat phobia. More radical body inclusion that includes both disabled people and fat people. Less throwing disabled and unhealthy people under the bus. More including them and recognizing we all have unified goals.
Would you get wacky on me? What the are we talking about here?
By saying that, I only want to date someone who takes care of themselves. Like, how do fat people not take care of themselves? You can prefer to not date someone who's a piece of shit, sure. But if you say, I don't date fat people, period, that is fat phobia. I only want to date someone who takes care of themselves.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Unbelievable. The stuff these people post on the interwebs just blows my mind. For example, what's on the screen here? Before we get into it, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. Now, I just want to mention, you guys probably noticed the past 4 videos, there have been no ads on them. I don't know why YouTube's just demonetizing all the videos now. I do appeal them, and I have been winning the appeals, but they've been waiting 2 or 3 days to check to, you know, it used to be the appeals were being done in 12, 24 hours at the latest. Now, in 2 or 3 days. So, that's why the people that are doing the video sponsors right now, you guys are keeping this ship afloat. So thank you. Today's sponsors. Today's video is being brought to us by first sponsor, Grant Ramsey. Grant has been with this channel since way back. Has sponsored several videos. Grant, thank you, sir. Also, Heather Hatch. Heather Hatch, a great friend of the channel. Heather has been joining in some live streams over on our good friend Steve Harloha's channel, if you want to check that out. Some very informative stuff on their live stream. So check that out. Heather Hatch, thank you. Also, the legend, the man they call the Boltonator. Boltonator, thank you, sir. Boltonator has a channel on the YouTubes that I will link in the description box below. If you want to check that out after this video, I'm sure the Boltonator would greatly appreciate some love and support over there. Last but certainly not least, today's final sponsor is Tom Oakes, the Apex Professor. Now, Tom has sponsored several videos this week. I'm going to run through this real quick. Tom has a great program. I'm super happy to have him sponsor these videos. Says, my name's Tom. I'm the Apex Professor. I teach live classes on financial literacy, entrepreneurship, budgeting, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs. And I teach kids how to identify predators online and how to avoid them. I teach teens and preteens, and parents usually sit in on the classes as well. Ton of great reviews from parents and kids. Visit the link to book a live online session and use my link next to check out the safety, purchase my internet safety class. It includes a free ebook. So that link will be in the description box below. Tons of parents are getting their kids out of these indoctrination camps, public schools. And I think this would be a fantastic time if you have kids, you have family or friends that have kids, to take a look at this program. Once again, thank you guys for sponsoring today's video. If you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. What this says at the top for our blind subscribers and people sitting way in the back: 20 male, 20M, unemployed, shock, easily over $1,000 spent on DoorDash. Life is popping. So excited I could explode. Really? I don't know what the little white piece of paper is he's holding up, so I can't read it. But this is what these people are posting on the interwebs? I mean, what are you doing, guy?
It's funny because he's fat.
I don't know about how funny that is, but fairly disgusting. Anyway, so we've heard from this person before in a couple of the past plus size TikTok fails. She talks about the BOPO movement or body positivity movement, and this, that, and the other. So who knows what she'll be rambling about this time. Let's check it out. Roll the film, please.
So I'm currently arguing with some skinny bitch on some other influencer's post. And it's just so funny how ignorant skinny people are. Like, the influencer made a mistake, educated herself, yet so many people in the comment section are still not getting it. This f***ing mother who I'm arguing with, she's making all the regular fatphobic assumptions that all overweight people are unhealthy, you know, and that the BOPO movement is for everybody. And I've told her that it's a movement for marginalized bodies to fight systemic oppression. Yet she doesn't believe me or still thinks that she should be allowed in it, even though she's not in a marginalized body. And the last thing she said is so funny. And so she says that being fat should not be normalized. Yet she wants to be in the BOPO movement, yet she doesn't agree with anything the movement stands for. How hypocritical?
Look, here's the deal.
You've shit for brains.
Right, this is one of the ones that I just can't stand. And there are a few that we see time and time again on these videos, and this is one of them. She despite tipping the scales at probably 450, she thinks she's better than everybody. She's so condescending, always pointing the finger, always placing the blame, always calling people names. Lady, take a look in the mirror. Keep it moving, please. All right, next up, this is a screenshot of this lady's TikToks, and it says, good, this is good. It says, trying not to cry while my friends are all on a ride I couldn't fit on. Good. Maybe that will light a fire under your rump to maybe shed a few elbows so you can go on the ride with them next season whenever the carnival's back in town. I mean, good. If that's what it takes for you to cry to maybe get your, tighten it up a little bit and get healthy, keep crying.
Crying? I suggest you stop whining like a little.
Sometimes shaming people like this, it can save their life. So good. Cry about it, whine about it, whatever, but then just tighten up. I mean, go home, start doing some burpees, start doing some squats, start exercising, do Taibo, do whatever you want, start eating healthy,
Eat vegetable! Eat broccoli!
whatever it takes. But if you don't change your lifestyle habits, if you don't start exercising, if you don't start eating healthy, and you just keep crying because you can't partake in all the things that your friends can partake, that's on you, lady. Sorry. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys, we're going to be ending it on this one. This crazy person with the Freddy Krueger fingernails is just insane. Cusses a lot. I'm going to try to do my best to edit that out. Anyway, if you made it this far, give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. You guys know I can't do this alone, so thank you for trudging ahead with me. Let's see what she's going to say here. Oh, it's going to show a little clip before she starts talking of somebody interviewing a couple of, it's like early 20s kid guys about asking if they would date a fat woman. So we're going to end it on this one. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll the film, please.
Do you date a fat girl? No, that's not my type. not my type. Not my type. Nah, bro, I'm good.
Besides the raging fatphobia and the lack of logic in asking Alvin and the chipmunks who have obviously never had a crumb of in their life, this video is for the not all men, the nice guys. As much as it hurts my soul to say, men have so much power. All men want is validation from their bros. Everything they do is for other men. And they're so afraid to have a different opinion and fear one of their boyfriends might think one of them is less masculine, less alpha, possibly lose respect for them. Every man has the power to call out toxic behavior within their friend circle. Misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, fatphobia, whatever it may be. But instead, gargle each other's death and continue to perpetuate. It would literally take one of them publicly supporting a fat woman, change all of their tone. They'll only listen to each other. Hence why we say all men are trash. It's interesting because those same fat women, the trans women you publicly make fun of, they're laid up with people who love them every single night. So we already know you're lying.
Where's my girl, bro?
Where's your
Chocolate chip. Eat some chocolate chip.